tee was announced, the drizzle has started on, but covers are on India as well. I mean, that was the most listless bowling performance that you can see. Quite a few things to talk about, Gargi. When you have two still to go, how did you go that defensive? I could not get my head around it. Harry Brook's cut goes through second slip. You don't have a second slip because you have moved it.
You're moving fielders constantly, first of all. It is so reactive. The field set is so reactive. Every single time Brook-Root hits somewhere, Harry Brook hits somewhere, you immediately change the field set. What's going on?
Let me give you 4 instances.
Yeah.
Jacob Bethel comes out to bat. First ball of Mohammad Siraj is over. Last time Mohammad Siraj has picked Jacob Bethel, 70 runs only to go. Washington Sundar is fielding at deep third. And you're like, you feel that anger, that why is he fielding at deep third? You have 2 slips. You have 1 gully. 70 runs to go. Your only option is to pick the wickets and get the game done. Yes, it is beyond you, knows that, but you will try.
You will have to have intent.
Obviously, and it has multiple times happened in cricket.
Yeah.
That teams have
turned it around.
Of course.
Yeah.
You have a deep third man, ball 1. First ball, you have a deep third man against a premier bowler. Number 2, we talk about intent. Except Mohammad Siraj, who is there in your bowling lineup?
That
Mohammad Siraj keeps
Nobody
keeps coming. And the real cruelty is it was Mohammad Siraj who dropped that.
Yeah.
That catch, and people will say, "Arey, that was the turning point, that Harry Brook catch and all of that." But except Mohammad Siraj, you tell me, I mean, Akashdeep, unfortunately, this wicket, if you don't deliver, this was the bowling attack. This was the bowling.
And Akashdeep is also not okay. We should move to the side a little bit.
बैठ के करें क्या? आ जाओ.
नहीं ना, बैठे ही तो है इतने देर से, खड़े रहने दो थोड़ी देर.
अच्छा, okay, चलो.
No, I was saying, Akashdeep, something's definitely wrong with the shoulder.
Yeah, because continuously
he's doing that. After every delivery he bowls, he's bowling 130. Yeah. He's not bowling the right lines. What is the impact you're going to have? Where is the intent from Akashdeep? Prasidh Krishna was way better than Akashdeep. I thought Prasidh Krishna's lines were better than Akash. At this point in time, the one bowler that we thought would be the difference, Akashdeep, because of the conditions that you got, because of the pitch that you had, has been the letdown.
Absolutely, and that's the sad part, that in a match where it is a green wicket, it is a wicket which is assisting bowlers, Akashdeep has 1 wicket to show for. After the Birmingham high, all of a sudden, if maybe he's still not 100%, who knows, because he's continuously doing what Gargi is saying. In fact, in the morning, when we went in after our morning show, he was doing a separate drill with Monet Mokel. And I actually pointed to Rohan that why is he trying to repeatedly do this? He's continuously trying to do this to his shoulder, to his bowling arm, and he was having a chat with Monet. And I was like, is this guy not 100%? Then the way he misfields that ball, where he easily can with a little bit of intent stop it. That Jacob Bethel catch, it's a leading edge. All he needs to do is take 1 step back. 1 step back, he falls. You know, you have to take your chances to win cricket matches. Couple of points. Your team scores 350 runs in 8 out of the 10 innings in a series. In my entire career of covering sport, I have not seen India score this many runs in an away series. 358 times. 8 times. And you were unable to defend 375.
You know what? After lunch, you still had a sizable lead. You
Massive
had
lead.
200 still on the scoreboard.
Winwiz had India at 75% after lunch. 75.
No, the point that I'm talking about was when India was still, Winwiz was showing India 55%. I see on TV, in the press box, 55%. I look on the field.
Your shoulders have dropped.
Your shoulders have dropped.
Very correct point.
Fine leg third man. Everyone is on the boundary. Harry Brook and Brook-Root are running madmen. I'm thinking, Rohit has given up, by the way. He sits next to me. He is hunched down in his chair and go and cry.
It is actually like that.
And What is this field? You're telling 100 runs on the scoreboard, and you have both a deep fine leg and a third man. Everyone else is on the boundary, and the only at that point only fielder in that third yard was mid off and mid on. What kind of field was that? There was what?
It was absolutely bizarre. I mean,
yeah.
Winviz, when we went in after lunch, the Winviz percentage was 78 to India, 22 to England. And then when Shubhan came and asked me, when I went in, I was sitting down in the press lounge having lunch. Shubhan comes to me and says, Boryada, what do you think? I said, India. And he says, yes, because Winviz is still showing 73. Aap dekho. I said, dekho, one catch cannot ruin your match.
No, it can't.
One catch is, you forget that one moment and move on. You create your opportunity, you create your chances, you pick your wickets, you do that. In the morning, you showed intensity. In the morning, there were multiple plays and misses. In the morning, India had enough meat out there. That's why the wickets came, the ducket ball, the poop ball, and then that chance was generated. What I did not understand was the moment the attack came, you did not have a plan B. You went completely into the defensive. The moment Harry Brook attacked, and Harry Brook attacked out of desperation because England was 106 for 3. At that point, 119 for 4 had that catch been taken. All of a sudden, 119 for 4 and he counter punched that couple of shots over extra cover for 4, boundary here, boundary there. You had no idea what you were doing. You immediately put one guy there, one guy there, one guy there. Everywhere runs are available.
There's a shot here, up idhar ka fielder idhar laga doge.
आप एक moment जो था post lunch,
हाँ.
उसने प्रसिद्ध को एक बाउंड्री मारा. Instantly this guy moved the slip.
Yes.
Instantly he moved the slip and he then had his own hands on his head because the next ball he cuts through second slip for 4. Shubman Gill has his hand on his head as if what has happened. Are you still have about, at that point India had about 185-90 runs to play with. 185-90 to play with.
Very sad yaar. Sorry.
हाँ जी.
नहीं, go ahead.
सही कह रहे हो आप. सब कोई सही कह रहा है. Absolutely.
आप कौन सा भाई चैनल?
Rev Sports. So
Very nice yaar. Sorry. कोई नहीं, it's right. We'll win next time. We played very well.
Yes.
It's all right. Losing and winning
part of
the
sport.
game.
Exactly.
Part of the game.
Exactly.
But
Take care.
You
But-
know what, Boria, the word that I want to use here, when I look at the field, when I look at the shoulders down, intent is obviously something we have been constantly talking about because, you know, it's a very different team India when things are going right. As soon as
I'm glad you're making this.
as soon as things start going wrong, the chatting stops. No one is
No one's
supporting
even
each
speaking
other.
to
No
each
one
other.
even speaking to each other. Nothing is happening. There's no innovation in this captaincy. There's no innovation when it comes to the field set, and that's what makes a Ben Stokes so much more, so much more dangerous as a captain. The other thing that I want to say is, I know when it comes to batting, you will say that you don't miss anyone, but when it comes to the field, I am terribly missing Rishabh Pant on that field.
100%. Because
Not-
had he been there, he would have galvanized the whole team.
वो
He would
तो
have gone
ठीक
up
है.
to Shubman Gill. He would have chopped. He would have given
वो
banter.
तो
He would.
ठीक है. But Rishabh Pant, the field sets
अरे,
and the preemptive leadership that he
हर
does.
बॉल में
yeah.
जाके शुभमन के साथ बात करेगा.
हाँ.
कुछ ना कुछ करेगा. I mean,
Bowler से बात
when
करेगा.
that happened,
Yeah.
that second, the moment and who was Rohan Shormishta and one of the others was sitting next to me, and the moment he moved the field, I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's got 190 runs to play with. One boundary has been conceded by Krishna. He's moved the field. He's moved the slip away. He's put his first slip is there and then third. He's put that wide gap there, and he's actually telling Sudarshan to go beyond, go. And the ball, next ball he cuts. Next ball he cuts through second slip for 4. And then he puts his hand on the head. I mean, you are playing with 375 goddamn runs.
Yeah.
This is not 175 you were defending. Leeds, chalo, I understand it was a batting belter. This one, the ball kept moving all day. And you have completely defensive
You
fields.
lost
England
the plot.
Gargi said it beautifully. Win-wiz percentage showing India on the other hand. You take a look on the field and see which team has their shoulders down. There was no body language. I wrote that piece this morning saying the team that wins it.
Yeah.
India was scarred mentally by lunch. Catch
One
happened,
moment.
finished.
How can you let one moment entire game? This is Test cricket. Moments do not define. It is a culmination of the effort that you put in, and like you said, mental temperament. This is what me and Trish we're watching the game, and we're thinking. And I've multiple friends who are now texting me saying, "कुछ तो करो, कुछ तो करो." मैं क्या करूँ यार? Seat change करो अपनी. What I'm telling them is, some 1 hour into lunch, and I said, look, England batters, or even let's just say the England team, the temperament is such they won't let it go from here. It's not like India can't turn this around. There is always a chance of it turning around, but the thing is, England has the temperament of winning from here.
बट वही तो है ना कि आप मेंटली बिलीव करना चाहिए आपको कि आप मैच निकाल के ले जाओगे. आप वहां से अगर छोड़ दोगे, इफ यू आर लेटिंग योर शोल्डर्स ड्रॉप एट द एंड ऑफ one session in the morning, when, and by the way, you had actually won that session up to the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes you made the session even then the session was even. You didn't lose that session, the morning session.
No.
After that your shoulders dropped like this. Bizarre, absolutely bizarre. I mean, I could not fathom this mental weakness, the way this whole thing unfolded. It is, and you know, serious questions. 8 times out of 10, 8 times your team has scored 350 in this series. Give me three things I have to say. Gautam, accountability has to come. All series, for whatever reason, option, you combination, etc., you did not play Kuldeep. All series, you did not play Kuldeep. Number 2, one bowler who Mone Morkel will put his hand up and say, this bowler has improved under me. Mone Morkel has to get the sack. It's as simple as that. There has to be accountability, and accountability has to start with the bowling coach. Gautam has to be questioned as well. Absolutely has to be questioned as well. 3-0 New Zealand, 1-3 Australia, 1-3 England. The power that he has been given, the way India has performed, yes, I will say 4 test matches even keel. This one till day 3. This team mentally lacked it. Mone Morkel for what? Akashdeep under Mone last 1 year has gone down as a bowler. Prasidh Krishna was there in Australia, was there here. Show me one defining match. First innings he was there. Second innings, once again, we have seen shoulders drop. Mohammad Siraj is the only tireless performer who keeps performing and ultimately will perhaps die on the cricket pitch. You can't make that guy bowl more.
Come on.
You can't make that guy bowl more.
You know what? I was in the washroom, and this was after tea. This was after. Anyway, whenever Mohammad Siraj after lunch was introduced again, and I hear next bowler change Mohammad Siraj, and I'm like, how many overs is this man going to bowl? Does workload management never come into play for Mohammad Siraj?
Nahi aayega. Because
will you stop only when he's injured? What is going on?
Because no, allowed.
No, you're allowed, of course.
Okay.
No, he wants to say something, I think.
Quickly, say.
What's the question?
What do you want to say? Quickly, what is your take on this effort?
My take on the effort is that today's been a bit disappointing. Very disappointing. As a series, though, we've done very well. It's been Shubha's first series as captain. He's done well. Most runs by an overseas player. So congrats to him for that. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the WTC schedule.
In or out?
Let's see how we play against South Africa. If we beat them 2-0, then he stays. If we lose, then he's out.
Fair point. Good point.
Thank you.
Good point. And serious points. And he was actually spot on about Gautam, because if Gautam doesn't deliver the home stretch, I think Mone has done enough. I mean, Mone, the accountability is...
Now that you're going to lose this, do you think of split coaching?
Very good point. Very good point. Because BCCI will have to say that, you know, as a white ball coach, Gautam has done very well.
Yeah.
Champions Trophy, India won in a canter. India has done very well in T20s also, empowering Surya, empowering the others. The Asia Cup's coming. We will have to see what's happened there. But good point. Will we consider split coaching for red ball and white ball? I don't think BCCI will do that. I think Gautam will. But I also think his powers. I think there will be more accountability. I think there will be more. I think the kind of unilateral decision making will be questioned. But I also think if after Australia question and his position taken away.
Yeah.
Morne Morkel being questioned and his position. I don't understand Morne Morkel impact on Indian cricket at all. I think under Morne Morkel, tell me one fast bowler who you think could have been part of Kamboj, not ready. Arshdeep, the only option that you can possibly tell me that yes, unfortunately got injured. Other than that, tell me one bowler who has improved. Mukesh Kumar was part of your schema in South Africa in 2022. Mukesh Kumar has. Where is Mukesh Kumar? He was not. He was in Australia as part of the India A team, not there. Prasidh Krishna was in Australia. Has he developed as a bowler, Gargi? You've been following cricket. Tell me.
No.
Has Prasidh developed? Has Akash, who's
Lots
actually a
of
good
super
bowler,
chats.
has Akash developed? No. Morne Morkel has to be accountable, boss. Gautam has to be accountable. Shubman Gill as a batter, excellent. I mean, somebody who scored 750 runs in an overseas series, brilliant. But 2 points about Gill. One, that incoming delivery, sort that out. Number two, as a batter, as I said, brilliant. But as a captain, not even 50%. Plenty to be done there.
Lots of super chats. Let's fatafat finish that. Dark Knight is saying Gautam needs to go. Gautam needs to go. His white ball theory of team selection doesn't make any sense in Test cricket. Just on the basis of couple of IPL seasons, you cannot become a coach. What is his credibility? Just nonsense. Okay. Chinmay K is saying praise Brook and Root, just like KL and Gill batted to save these blokes. Batted brilliant. Don't bash the bowlers. You were just praising them for the last innings. Accept and move on from the bowling coach. Sarna Poddar is saying.
There's a fair point there.
Yeah.
Root and Brook played wonderfully well. But the point is, did you actually put them under pressure? Because in the morning, Root played and missed at least 20 times. Post lunch, did you put the fields to induce that mistake? Did you actually put the fields to induce that mistake? Did you do enough when you have 375 runs on the board? Did you do much? And the bowling, look, if you bowl well, we will say you bowled well. If you bowl listless, we will say you bowled listless. That's our job. Unfortunately, Akashdeep today, in a match where so much could have happened, in a match where you can actually do so much on a wicket like this, unfortunately, Akashdeep could not do it. And you've got to be questioned. It's not as if Akashdeep is playing his first game. Akashdeep was in Australia. Akashdeep has played in India. We know Akashdeep has potential. We know against the left-hand batter, for example, in the morning spell, I had actually made the point that I was hoping Akashdeep will pick Duckett up. It was Prasidh Krishna who had to bowl that full ball, which induced the drive of Duckett. It was Mohammad Siraj who was repeatedly beating Duckett. It was not Akashdeep. So you've got to make the points where necessary. About Gautam, look, white ball, ultimately you have to take your 20 wickets. As the series progressed, England got 669 against us in Manchester. 669 runs were conceded by India in Manchester. This match, you are going to lose by 5 wickets. On a wicket which you have conceded 400 runs in the second innings. 400 runs. In Leeds, you were not even able to defend 400, Gargi. You scored. So there is a clear problem there. You have to unearth bowlers who will pick wickets. Now when you go back, will you prepare Turners again? Will you prepare Turners again against West Indies and South Africa? We have seen what happened with Turners and New Zealand.
Yeah.
Ajaz Patel and Mitchell Santner, average spinners came and destroyed you because you can't play turn. You can't play turn. Your average spinners start to look good.
Look at the pitches in your domestic cricket.
Now, South Africa has a Bavuma, has a Makram, has a Rickleton. These guys play spin well.
Yeah.
So if you prepare Turners and they have a Keshav, they have a couple of spinners themselves.
Yeah.
If South Africa, look, and they are the world's #1 team now, in the sense they are world test champions. I still think Australia #1 in terms of quality, but South Africa world test champions coming to Indian soil, I think that is Gautam's last roll of the dice. If Gautam is not able to win South Africa, that series, if West Indies, I think India will win, despite Joseph and Jayden Seals bowl the way they did Australia, I think India will win that series against the West, and that's okay. But that South Africa series, Gautam Gambhir will, that will be the last roll of the dice as far as If Gautam Gambhir doesn't do much there, curtains.
Okay, I think
खत्म करें? हाँ,
We
because
can-
शुरू हो जाएगा.
the players will be walking in soon, so we'll take your leave. We'll be back very, very soon. Maybe in
Minutes.
the next 45, 30, 40. See you soon.